Welcome back to another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series. But today is a little different. Last night I heard that 6 people in Australia commit suicide every day. That there's 300 calls to the ambulances every day for people who have attempted who have achieved suicide. We have to have a think of what is behind this. And Therese, with her knowledge of disruptive chemicals, I've got her back today to say, could disruptive chemicals be a factor of why so many people are depressed?
Yep. So Don, we have another class of chemicals in our everyday cosmetic products called neurotoxins. Now, neurotoxins negatively impact our nervous system, but in particular our brain. We have a massive increase in the level of anxiety in our world. Currently, the number or the rate of people clinically diagnosed around the world with depression is now 1 in 5.
1 in 5 people worldwide are clinically suffering from depression.
Yeah, it never used to be like that, Don. So we have to look at our environment. You know, I was at the Global Wellness Summit a couple of years ago and they were sharing how most illnesses or many illnesses are linked to environmental factors of some sort. Depression, even in our young, the number 1 tablet for children under the age of 5 in America is anti-anxiety tablets.
In children?
In children. That never happened previously. We have a rate of suicide, like you mentioned, like we've never had before. Now, neurotoxic chemicals impact our brain. Even children in utero exposed to these neurotoxic chemicals, according to Professor Landegren and Professor Grandjean in America, state that the exposure to these neurotoxic chemicals in utero will lower the IQ of children by age 7.
Are you saying that today children could be born clinically depressed?
I'm not saying they can be born clinically depressed. They have a predisposition to lowering IQ, but also the negative impact of the neurotoxic chemicals you have to look at. And I'm not a scientist by any means. I just refer to the evidence-based research that I'm presented with. And Professor Landegren and Professor Grandjean are experts in that field. And they study that impact of neurotoxic chemicals on our children and on adults as well. We have a depression rate and anxiety rate that we've never experienced before in history. And we have to look at how or why is this occurring. It's not right for our children to be exposed to these chemicals, especially lowering their IQ and or potentially leading to the depression or the anxiety states that they are now suffering.
I'm kind of speechless. What do you say? When we're surrounded by potentially 1 in 5 people suffering from depression and they keep it to themselves and the leading cause of suicide, it's really, really scary that that's where we're shrunk to, that the chemicals in our environment are not only killing us, we're killing ourselves because we just can't live with that toxic load within our body, and it's also affecting our children. I think it's time that the population stood up and did something about what's going on. We have to make the difference, and the only way we can make the difference is stop buying the products that are killing us and causing the amount of suicide that's out there. Today isn't a friendly ending, but it has to be said that if we don't change it, nothing will change, because they're making a fortune out of selling us these chemicals that are killing us. Next time you go shopping, think seriously about the products that you put in your shopping trolley. Sorry about that one as well. And thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.